Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to talk about a very unique and interesting product, the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro vacuum cleaners. So you might ask what is so much unique about vacuum cleaners. So we have a lot of vacuum cleaners in India. So what is unique about this Dyson V11 Absolute Pro? So that's what we are going to talk about in this video. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's start with the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro. So this is a unique product. We haven't done any sort of vacuum cleaner reviews on this channel, but why we took this review is kind of the uniqueness of this product. Now this is a codeless vacuum cleaner. Now we have been using a lot of vacuum cleaners. In fact, in my childhood we had the Eureka Forbes vacuum cleaner. Back in around 1995 or so, we had got the first vacuum cleaner. It was a coded one which we had to pull around the home using the socket in multiple rooms, because you cannot go ahead with just one socket because it was wired one. Now Eureka Forbes was like one of the popular brands. Now what is different about this Absolute the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro? That's what we are going to talk. Now this is a completely codeless vacuum cleaner with a pretty good battery, and also this has really good suction power. That's what we're going to talk. Now why buy a vacuum cleaner? Now most of us use the regular manual mode of dusting our home. Now the problem with the manual mode of dusting is that when you dust your home or any place, the dust gets settled in the air, and after a few minutes it gets again settled down to the floor. Now the problem is when you have a kids at home, or if you have pets at home, there are finer particles in the air which actually settles after a lot of time, and this is kind of allergic to many people. In fact, my daughter also has this dust allergy. So we also often clean up the house, but then even after a regular cleaning there is a lot of dust happening in the home. So that's where we felt we had to try this Dyson V11 Absolute Pro, which has a powerful motor. We're going to talk about how it works, how useful it is, and how different it is compared to the regular vacuum cleaner. So this is the Dyson V11 Pro. You can see that a very unique design. In fact, you can see that this is a very unique design. We have a filter here. So this is the filter, and we have an LCD monitor here. Now it also has a very unique design. You can see here, this is the area where the dust collects, and we have this battery at the bottom. So this is the place where you have the battery, and you also get a charging option here. So this is the option to charge using the regular charger. We'll talk about that in a while. So as soon as you press, it starts the vacuuming, and this is the area where it collects the dust. Now here we have an HEPA filter. You can just turn this and take this out. So there you go, that's the filter, and it's a lifelong filter, and it actually tells you when to clean this filter. So if the filter is too much used up, it actually tells you to clean up this filter, and you can actually wash this. And if you see that this is the display here. Now if you try doing that, you can see that now it says that the filter, you can see that it says that filter is not found. So that's how it works. So just enter this and lock it. Now you can see that filter is available. Now we have this button here. So there are 3 modes available. Now we'll talk about the modes in detail. We have the option to choose the modes as well. Now you have this button to enable the Dyson Absolute V11 Pro. Now we also have multiple attachment. We'll also talk about that. So this is the first attachment to get the length. So this is how it looks, and you can see that now you can vacuum every other place using this. So this is the vacuuming option. So we can just pull it out and then use the regular option as well. Now here we have the option to here this is the area where the dust collects, and here we have a max level indicator, which means when the max level is reached, the dust collected here is max level. What you need to do is just press this, and you can see it pushes out, and all the dust collected can be pushed out into an area where you can throw it out. So that's how it works. So it flips open easily, and then push it out inside, and it's ready to again do the vacuuming. So here you can just press here and it opens up. This is how you can clean up the dust collected here. Now this has a very powerful motor, 185 watt motor. And now we'll just talk about the different modes available here. So now let's talk about the different modes available. So you can see that there is a button, different modes. You can see here it's a medium mode, then eco mode, and also you have the boost mode. Now eco mode, you can get up to 1 hour of battery life, so it's very easy to dust your room for almost 1 hour. Now you can see that medium, and then boost mode gets you around say 10 to 15 minutes maximum. Again, depends upon how much dust or how much dirt is there, but unless you have that much dust, you don't need to go with the boost mode. The auto mode is something which is quite good, which works best, because auto mode actually detects the amount of dust available, and it actually switches based on how much dust or dirt it has to pull. So based on that, it pulls it. So you don't have to manually change to boost mode unless you really want to do that. Now you can see that now if I go here, that's how it works. So that's the maximum sound it makes in the eco mode. And if you go to the boost mode, you can see now 10 minutes it's showing. That means in boost mode right now you can go with just 10 minutes. But if you have the eco mode, it's showing almost like 80 minutes of usage. That's very impressive. 80 minutes of dusting can be done with eco mode. And you can see that medium mode. So that's the medium mode. So these are the 3 modes available, and based on how much dust you have in your room, you can select it, or you can go with the auto mode, wherein the vacuum cleaner itself selects the amount of dust and then switches between them. Now next, let's have a look at how it works. So you need to fix the attachment here, and the filter is here, and the dust is collected here. It's a very powerful motor. In fact, we have been trying this at home. Now one very interesting thing about this is that when we cleaned our sofa and the carpets, the amount of dust it was able to collect was like stunning. I mean, we never knew like this much dust was there in our carpet and our sofas. So it was really an eye opener for us, because with these kind of dust inside the house, kids actually take up these dust, and these are allergen causing dust, and they often fall ill, because kids are not used to such adverse conditions, and they often fall ill. So with Dyson V11 Absolute Pro, we were able to pull out all the dust in the sofa, the carpets, and even the roof and corners, because this is one vacuum cleaner which does a really good work. Now we'll also show you the attachment. As I showed you, this is the primary attachment for lengthening. Now we'll also show the other attachments. So there are multiple attachments for hard floor, soft floor, then for curtains, sofas, computer keyboards, curtains, beds, then carpets. All of these are included in the box. So you can see that there are a wide range of heads available. So based on what you're cleaning, you can go ahead with the heads. Now interesting thing is that even if you don't want the length attachment, you can remove it, and you can directly attach the heads over to this, and it works perfectly fine. So this is one attachment we use regularly for cleaning my actually keyboard, the laptop keyboard and the desktop keyboard. This is very useful. You can see here, you can easily attach it, and you can clean it, and very handy attachment. So there are multiple attachments, as I said before. Now these are for very tight spaces. You can clean very tight spaces with these. Then there is one for cobwebs on the top of the floors or roof area, the cobwebs, and dusting walls, windows, everything you get an attachment. Especially the ones for carpets and sofas are very useful. They collect a lot of dirt and dust from inside them, and the powerful motor does a really good job. Now we have been trying this for last like 2 weeks, and really impressed with the amount of dust it can collect. And unlike we have seen a lot of other vacuum cleaners where the dust is collected in the bag, and then you have to empty the bag, clean the bag, all those things are needed. But here you don't need to do all those things. The dust is directly collected onto this area, and all you need to do is just push this, and it will open up the area, and it throws out all the dust into the dustbin. Now once you're done that, you can just close it, and that's it. You are ready to go with another round of cleaning. So a very handy tool. Now the batteries are here, and you can see that the weight balance is really good on this vacuum cleaner, and you can see that it's very handy to use also. The button to start or stop is very handy, so it's well balanced in terms of usage. Now we have used for like last 2 weeks, and it's very easy to move around the house also, and we could like clean the house in like 10-15 minutes. The floors could be cleaned well enough, and the good thing about this is the amount of dust it collects. The floor cleans very well, and you don't see any sort of finer particles on the floor. That's something which the Dyson V11 Pro Absolute Pro does really well. Now once you're done with all the dusting, you can just there's a stand, actually wall mount, which can hold this on the wall. You can actually screw it onto the wall. We haven't done that, but the mechanism is something like this, and you can easily wall mount it and plug onto the charger to charge the battery. So these batteries are really good, and you don't need to change the batteries often. It's very long lasting battery, and it works really well. Now you can also see that you can wall mount it if you're not using it. Now this vacuum cleaner has some really useful features. As I said before, we have been using this for quite some time, and we are really impressed about how it performs. Now the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro is priced starting around 50 to 990 in India, and you can buy it either online, or you can order it via Dyson.in. Now why should you get it? Now this is something which is really relevant in homes today, because with the lockdown and work from home, most of us are at home all the time, and so maintaining a clean and healthy area at your home is something which is very important. Unlike kids who go to school for more than half of the day, and then they come back in the evening, you also go to work and you come back. But unlike those things, now we have more of a situation where we are working from home. So home should be one place where it should be more cleaner. So that's why the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro is a really worthy investment, I would say, because the kind of performance it does, we were really surprised with the amount of dust and dirt it could collect, and we were literally shocked with the kind of dust it collected in the first day of usage. So that's why we feel the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro is a really good option for vacuuming your home. So that was the detailed aspects about the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. We'll share the link in the description of this video in case you plan to buy the Dyson V11 Absolute Pro. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.